Hello, good morning everybody. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the effects I have been experiencing since beginning this Parasite Cleanse. I've probably been at it for over a week now, probably about, let's see, probably about 9 days I have been doing this Parasite Cleanse. And again, I'm using three major herbs to assist me in the cleanse, and that is black walnut, clove, and wormwood. And these are all anti-parasitic herbs. And the one that I'm really a big fan of is the clove. The clove is very aromatic, but it also is a antifungal, antibacterial, as well as an antiparasitic. So the black walnut and the wormwood are actually going after sort of the animal parasites. These might be like worms, which are going to leave eggs, where the clove is going after fungi and mold and stuff like that. So it's very good against candida overgrowth in the GI tract. And for those of you that aren't familiar with it, candida, a side effect of this when too much of it is growing, because it's naturally in us, but when you have too much of it, typically you can have things like craving sweets, sugar, dairy, brain fog. These are all common side effects of having a candida overgrowth. And so like I said, this is about day 9 of the cleanse using these three herbs, and I take them twice a day. Teaspoon of the black walnut and clove, and then I have an alcoholic tincture of the wormwood, and I just do a full squeeze of the drop. That's probably about 40 drops, and I'm doing that twice a day. And the wormwood you don't want to take long term. I'm doing a bit of an extreme use of it. I'm taking it for a whole month. That's just because I'm very healthy. I'm a little crazy, so I'm not too concerned about any sort of toxic effects. Although that is reported if you take it too long. But that's my regimen. That's what I'm doing. And again, I was inspired to do this by David Avocado Wolf. He didn't give me any advice to do this. This was just a regimen he used that I, as someone studying herbalism, also looked into, and I said, wow, this is a great regimen. I'll try it. So I've been doing it. I'm just going to talk about some of the effects I've been experiencing. So I have had crazy improved bowel movements. Like, I'm talking no constipation, no loose stools, well-formed stools, very easy to pass, fantastic digestion, where before I was having very loose stools, very irregular stools as well. And that's an indication of the digestive health, right? If your stools are very sloppy, sticky, kind of like messy. If you have poop like that, that means the digestive system is off. Your body is your digestive energy, its power is being diminished, and that's reflected in the appearance and quality of the stool. So my digestive system is doing a complete 180. Very long, well-formed stool, and when it's not very long, it's still well-formed and easy to pass, and that's been really, really nice. I also have had greater cognitive ability and less stress. Now, I can't attribute this all to the Parasite Cleanse, but I just got to say, mentally, I've had a lot more energy. I've needed less sleep. I feel better overall, and my food cravings have gone away. I had compulsively craved dairy for the longest time. I'd have to eat all of this yogurt every day because I just felt dependent on literally just like 32 ounces of yogurt. I was eating that much every day for like over like weeks at a time. I'd be doing this, and I'd be putting all this honey in it, a lot of sugar, and that's just feeding not only candida, but that's a recipe for feeding cancer. And I'll do another video on that. But in terms of foods that when taken in excess can fuel cancer growth, it's that sugar, and particularly sugar with high amounts of dairy, that can also be fuel for cancer. Now, if you eat this way, it does not mean you're going to get cancer, right? It's not a diagnosis. I'm not making a medical claim, but there's evidence that says that the dairy turns on in your body the pathways that tell your body to grow and get bigger, right? Think of how a young baby cow is taking in the dairy so it can grow. Well, when we are already fully grown and we're turning on those pathways in our body and the genes associated with growth, and we don't need to grow, we're setting up our body to be in a situation where it's genetically reflecting the metabolic state, the genetic state that cancer gets into, right? Because cancer turns on the genes associated with growth, and dairy will also turn on these same genes. So, I mean, I'm not saying that they're 100% identical, But when you have a lot of dairy turning on the growth genes, then you add sugar, which also turns on the growth genes, you're really increasing the risk, or the risk of cancer, in my opinion. Just opinion, not medical advice. But that was something I was doing daily. Lots of sugar, lots of dairy. I felt like I always needed to eat. Would just be incredibly hungry, and all of these cravings gone, completely gone. Um, I haven't had I haven't had dairy in like a bit. I had some Halo Top ice creams, it's very low in sugar, the other day, but in reality, my desire for dairy and sugar very low. When I do have sugar, I'm having a little bit of honey and some fruit, and that's it. I've also gone full vegetarian, so I'm still having like bone broth soup because it's very, very good, very repairing for the GI tract because of the collagen content, good for the joints, skin, hair, and all that. Very mineral rich. But I have not actually had meat, and I have not really been craving meat at all. And I was eating meat like every single day. And there's theories out there that say meat consumption can increase the risk of parasite prevalence or exposure in the body. And I, yeah, I got a report since doing this cleanse, since taking these herbs, the meat cravings are like gone. The dairy cravings are gone. The sugar cravings are gone. I mean, every now and then I'll want like a little bit of sugar, but the craving sensation associated with it has left. So these are some of the benefits that I wanted to report. I mean, my addictive relationship with food is going away, cravings going away, cognition is improving, energy levels are improving. So it's a really powerful cleanse. I recommend it. I'm eating a lot less. I really am. I'm having mainly smoothies, but like warm chocolate, cacao, organic smoothies, and then I'm having like what I'm eating right now. I'm having I can't really show it to the camera. But I'm having soup. I'm just having vegetable soups with hemp seeds. So using a lot of seeds and the bone broth and eggs for protein during this. So I'm not deficient. I'm still getting tons of protein, a lot of healthy fats, a lot of fiber, a lot of vegetables, a lot of minerals. So really all the essential building blocks for a healthy system are present in my diet, and it's been fantastic. So if you haven't done a parasite cleanse before, I would encourage looking into it. Do some research and see if this is right for you. If you have intense food cravings and you've done everything you can to stop it, you've tried meditation, self-help, you've tried dieting, but it doesn't work. You might have, it's possible there could be parasites there. And if that's the case, you can always starve them. That's possible too through just reducing your exposure and the consumption of the foods they like to eat, like the sugar and the dairy and the meat, and you can kind of starve them out. But I found that herbs are very powerful because the herbs actually are toxic to them. So it will go right after the parasite, and it will, it'll make that process of breaking food addiction, if it's parasitically related, it'll make that process a lot easier for you. So I really enjoy it. Again, do your own research. None of this is medical advice. I'm just reporting the effects of my own cleanse as part of my own process. So everybody, thanks for watching this video. Happy springtime. It's really sunny. I hope you all can get outside. Yeah, it's a great day. I'm spending my day studying right now. I put a lot of my schoolwork kind of on the back burner because I was getting so involved in a lot of my spiritual practice and other responsibilities, other things, other passions I've been a part of, and today's one of those days where it's like, all right, time to hit the books. I got 1 week left in this semester, and my grades are great, so I just got to finish strong and do the best I can and have fun and trust that I'm destined to become an acupuncturist. Trust that this is part of my process and that there's already a reality where I am an acupuncturist. I'm just watching myself go through the process of actually manifesting it. So in my head, I'm already there, but I just have to play the game of, okay, like we're just going to watch it unfold now. This is how you become it. And that's a tip I like to use for manifestation. Imagining the thing you desire, you already are, and now you're just watching yourself follow the steps to that reality. So everybody, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching.